Afternoon plus 2. I hope you all are fine at your home. In the last lecture I told you about the join command, where we were taking two tables and we were putting query onto two tables, and there was one common field based on which we send the query. Continue with that topic. Today I'll be discussing the connectivity of Python with MySQL, means how we can join our Python script programming with the MySQL database. Let's start the lecture. Normally, first of all, what is the general meaning of the term database? Already you have studied in your lower classes. Database refers to collection of data related to any particular object. The object can be a student, it can be a pen, it can be any product. I am taking example of a student. What all information I can collect for a student? I can collect name, his age, his class, marks, father name, mother name, date of birth, school, Aadhaar number, etc. So all this collected information I will be compiling in a form of a table. Table means arrangement of data in rows and columns, right? And collection of tables is known as database. In plus one class, if you remember, we were creating tables in database software that is called MySQL. In plus 2, we are dealing with the same database software but with little bit of modification. Now we will be connecting Python along with MySQL. For that, we have to import a very important module in our programming, and that module is called MySQL connector. We have to import this module MySQL.connector before we start making the program of connectivity. And make one thing very sure, 12th class, this is very important concept so far your project is concerned. Your whole project is based on the theme of connectivity of Python with MySQL. Your front end will be Python programming, but your back end will be MySQL. When we were doing the work in MySQL, the first command you used to give was create database. And if you remember, after this command prompt, you used to write create database EMPL. And then, in order to connect to this database, you used to give second command, connect EMPL. But now as we are connecting with Python, there will be some change. What that change will be, step by step I tell you people. First of all, you will be importing the module import MySQL dot connector Now in order to connect with the MySQL database, you need a very important function that is called connect function. Connect function is the inbuilt function of this connector. So here I will write one identifier with the name con. I tell you what is the meaning of this identifier. Equal to your module MySQL.connector and associate it with the inbuilt function connect. Connect function of MySQL connector. It will connect you with the MySQL database. Whichever Python version you are having in your laptops, in your desktops, correlated with that, you have to download the connector from internet. Right? Now, this function will take few parameters. The first parameter it will take is host. The name of the value of host will be localhost. The value of host will be localhost. Then it will be taking next parameter user. This is the username that you have given while installation of MySQL. If you have not given any username during the installation, the default username is root. Followed by the next parameter password. Again, if during MySQL installation you have set any password, you will fill that password here. But if you have given no password, give the empty string and close the parenthesis. Now when you will run this script in Python, you will see no output will come. Just the cursor will be blinking. It means you have been connected with your database. You have got connected with your database. Still, you want to check, explicitly you want to check that whether you have been connected with the database or not. You can give a check over here via function if con dot is connected function. This is an inbuilt function that will check whether you have been connected with the database. If you are successfully connected, this function will return true, otherwise false. And you can write a statement over here, successfully connected. If everything goes well, this message will come in the output window, which finally indicates that you have been connected with the database. This con is your connection object. And this is very important object. It will play a vital role in the further project work, in the further programming part. I hope up till here I have made myself very clear to you. Now moving further, I have to create a database. Database can be created later by the execute function, or if you have already created database in MySQL, you can provide one more parameter over here regarding database. I tell you how. After the password, put a comma. Next parameter, database. Suppose I have already created one database in MySQL with the name EMPL. So I will write EMPL here. If you have not created any database in MySQL, you can skip this option and you can create your database further in the programming part. Now, suppose you send a query to your table. You send a query into your table. Related to your query, a result set. Result set means set of records. Result set means set of records. It gets displayed. And it will be displayed in one go. But you need to access the records one by one. You don't want to access a block of record. Rather, you are in need to connect to access one record at a time. For that, you need to have a database cursor. A database cursor acts as a control structure that will control the accessing of records from the result set. You can retrieve one record at a time from the result set with the help of database cursor. This is also an identifier. Now, in order to create the database cursor, you will be using this connection object dot cursor function, and you will be creating one control structure here, that is the name Cn. I have given the name Cn. You can give any name. This Cn is your database cursor. How to create database cursor? Use your database connection object, associate it with the cursor function, and create one variable over here that is called database cursor. Now, using this cursor, use execute function. Any query that you want to run in MySQL through Python, you use execute function. I repeat, any query, any command that you want to run in MySQL from Python, you need to have a function, execute function. Inside this function, you write your query. I am writing my query, create database EMPL. This query will create my database EMPL in MySQL via execute function of Python programming. Now further, suppose in this database EMPL, you have already created one table. That table was having the name employee. You can access the record of this table from execute function. How? I show you. cn.execute, select star from employee. Now understand the meaning of this command. As per this command, all the records, asterisk means all the records of employee table will be displayed in the Python output window in the form of tuples. as per this command, the asterisk means to display all the records of employee table which is stored in the database EMPL, and the records will be printed in form of tuple in the Python window. Now, you want to display all the records. There is one very important function called fetch. Fetch function. Fetch function is in three forms, three variations. Depending on the accessing of records, you can use any of the three variations of the fetch function. Fetch 1, fetch many, fetch all. Fetch 1 function means access one record at a time, only one record. Fetch many means the number of record you want to access, you pass the number in the bracket. I want to access 4 records, so I will be writing 4 in the bracket. Fetch all means all the records which are in the employee table will get access by this function. So in the next lecture, I'll be discussing these functions one by one. I hope up till this the topic is clear. Still you feel any doubt, feel free to call me. Thank you for today.